Imagine waking up every morning with an energy that doesn't fade, a clarity that guides you even when everything else seems blurry. That's having a purpose, not a whim, not a momentary goal, but a reason to live and move forward each day. Purpose isn't something you stumble upon by accident, it's something you discover with intention, with reflection, and above all with commitment. Successful people are intensely goal-oriented. But beyond the goal, there's purpose, that great cause that drives you to set the right goals. When you have a clear purpose, it becomes your internal compass. It doesn't matter if there's a storm, if there's noise, if there are 1,000 distractions. You know where you're headed, you know what decisions to make, what paths to avoid, and what's worth investing your energy in. And the most beautiful thing about purpose is that it organizes you from within. In a world that constantly demands your attention, your purpose is the filter that allows you to say, this yes, this no. It's the root of discipline. It's the source of your focus. Without purpose, you're adrift. With purpose, you're unstoppable. Now more than ever, you need to ask yourself this question: why do I do what I do? For whom is this effort? What vision sustains me even on the dark days? When you find that answer, everything changes. You no longer need external motivation because you have an inner flame that never goes out, and that flame is the true power of purpose. Why do most people stray from the path? The truth is this: most don't reach their destination, not because they lack talent, but because they get distracted. They veer off the path. They get carried away by what's immediate, what's easy, what sounds good but builds nothing. We live in an era where attention is the most valuable resource. The news, other people's problems, impulses, everything competes for a piece of your mind. And if you don't have purpose, if you don't have clarity, anyone can hijack your focus. You are the only person responsible for your life. So why do so many let the world decide what they should focus on? There are 3 reasons why most people get distracted from the path. First, they don't really know what they want. Without a vision, any path seems valid. And if everything is an option, nothing is a priority. Second, they're afraid of commitment. Staying focused requires saying no to many things. And that's scary because distraction is comfortable. It's easier to get distracted, to blame, than to embrace the power you have. Third, they don't control their environment. They surround themselves with people who don't believe in them. They consume content that weakens them. They live in chaos. And if you don't design your environment designs you. Listen closely. Your purpose doesn't compete with the noise. Your purpose demands silence, focus, and direction. If you don't take control, others will take it for you. And when you realize it, you'll have spent years of your life on things that didn't even matter to you. So it's not about having time, it's about having focus. It's not about doing a lot, it's about moving forward in what truly matters. This is where everything truly begins. You can't focus if you don't know why you do what you do. You can't commit if there's nothing bigger than you pushing you from within. Discovering your why isn't a superficial task. It's not about having a nice goal or repeating trendy phrases. It's about connecting with the deepest part of your identity. What keeps you up at night? What would you change in the world if you had the power? What would you be willing to do even if you weren't paid for it? That's your why. And when you discover it, something powerful happens. Everything makes sense. You no longer work just for money. You no longer train just for the physique. You no longer study just for the degree. You do it because there's a fire inside you that pushes you. Think of the greats: Nelson Mandela, Steve Jobs, Marie Curie, Martin Luther King. They all had a clear why, and that's what kept them standing when everything seemed against them. So today I invite you to pause for a moment. Close your eyes and ask yourself, why do I do what I do? For whom do I do it? What legacy do I want to leave? Your purpose isn't out there, it's inside you. And if you find it, your focus will be unshakable. Now that you know your why, it's time to protect it. Your purpose is like a seed. If you plant it in a toxic environment, it will never bloom. It needs space. It needs care. It needs silence. Want to focus on your purpose? Then eliminate the noise. Noise can take many forms: negative people who drain your energy, useless habits that consume your time, cluttered environments that overwhelm you before you even start. The solution? Design your environment to win. Create a physical space that inspires you. Surround yourself with people who push you forward, not hold you back. And most importantly, protect your mind. Because what enters your mind defines what you create. Your environment must feed your goals, not sabotage them. So ask yourself today, am I living in an environment that helps me stay focused, or one that drags me away from my purpose? Don't underestimate this. Your environment has power, and you have the power to transform it. Your life is a reflection of what you do every day. Not what you dream, not what you think, but what you do consistently. And when we talk about purpose, clarity alone isn't enough. You need to create a daily system that nurtures it. Think about this. Your purpose is like a flame. If you don't tend to it every day, it goes out. But if you feed it with small actions, it becomes a fire that lights up your entire life. The greats don't have perfect lives. They have powerful habits, and you can have them too. Here are 5 daily habits that will help you stay aligned with your purpose. First, rewrite your purpose every morning. Yes, every day, by hand. Don't leave it in your mind, bring it to paper. When you write it, you make it tangible. You refresh it. You remember it. This reprograms your mind so that each day starts with direction. Second, define your 3 priorities for the day. Don't start your day without asking yourself, what can I do today that brings me even a millimeter closer to my purpose? It's not about doing 1,000 things. It's about doing the right thing, the important thing. Third, train your body. Physical energy fuels mental focus. Exercise isn't just about health. It's about discipline. It's about focus. A strong body supports a focused mind. Fourth, feed yourself positive content. What you consume shapes your mind. Audio, books, quotes, every day. Give yourself at least 15 minutes of mental nourishment that reminds you who you are and where you're going. Fifth, end the day with reflection. Before you sleep, review your day. Did you act in alignment with your purpose? Where did you fall short? What will you do better tomorrow? This self-assessment isn't judgment, it's growth. What do these habits do? They keep you awake in a world that wants to lull you to sleep. They remind you that your life has a direction, that you're not adrift, that you choose to move forward every day. Don't underestimate the power of daily actions, because in the end, your purpose isn't fulfilled by grand speeches. It's fulfilled by small, repeated decisions made with commitment. How do you overcome doubt and lack of motivation? Let's talk about something we all experience. Even the most disciplined doubt, apathy, loss of motivation. There are days when you wonder, is this all worth it? What if I don't make it? What if I'm fooling myself? Let me tell you something with complete clarity. Feeling this is normal. It's human. It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're alive and walking towards something that matters. But what matters is not staying there. You can't let a bad day turn into a bad month and then into a mediocre life. Your purpose is too valuable for that. So, what can you do? How do you overcome doubt and regain focus? Remember your vision in tough moments. On dark days, the first thing that fades is the why. Take your notebook. Read your notes. Your vision is your anchor. And when emotions try to drag you away, your purpose will keep you steady. Take action, even if you don't feel like it. This is a fundamental principle. Action generates motivation, not the other way around. Don't wait to feel good to do something. Do something small, simple, and your mind will start to activate. Move quickly. Do it now, because every action strengthens you, and every delay weakens you. Drink water, go for a walk, write an idea, record a phrase, whatever it is, just move. Surround yourself with strength, not excuses. Avoid people who justify mediocrity. Get closer to those who push you forward. Listen to stories of overcoming. Motivation is contagious too, and if you don't have anyone nearby, create your own environment. Build a playlist. Record your own voice with affirmations. Fill your space with visual reminders. Reframe tiredness as a sign of progress. If you're exhausted, if you doubt, if you feel you can't go on, maybe it's not a sign to stop. Maybe it's a sign you're about to grow. Muscles ache before they strengthen. The mind resists before it expands. The soul doubts before it transforms. So when you find yourself at that point, don't stop, move a little further. That one extra step might be the one that changes everything. If you want to stay focused on your purpose, you need to see where you're going, even when others don't. Visualization isn't a mystical technique, it's a powerful mental tool. The human mind works with images, not words. If you can't see yourself achieving your purpose, you'll hardly get there. If your future isn't clear to you, you'll settle for what's in front of you, what's immediate, what's comfortable. Think about this: great athletes visualize victory before competing. Successful entrepreneurs visualize their company thriving before it exists. Leaders visualize the impact they'll have before taking the first step. And you can use that same tool every day. Dedicate at least 5 minutes to closing your eyes and seeing yourself fulfilling your purpose. If your purpose is to help others, visualize that impact. If your purpose is to build a life of freedom, visualize yourself living that freedom. If your purpose is to leave a legacy, feel it as if it were already real. Why does this work? Because your mind trains itself to focus on what you show it consistently. When you visualize your destination with clarity and emotion, your brain starts filtering out distractions. It starts recognizing opportunities. And something very important, it makes you more resilient to doubt and fear. You become what you think about most of the time. And what do you think about most of the time? Do you think about what you don't have, what you lack, or what you're building? Do this exercise daily. Sit in silence. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply and visualize with detail. Where are you? What are you doing? How do you feel? Who's around you? What impact are you making? Do it as if it were real, because the more you imagine it, the more you believe it. And what you believe intensely, you start to build with your actions. Your purpose needs to be seen before it can be lived. If there's one thing certain in life, it's that obstacles will appear. It's not a possibility, it's a certainty. But here's the secret. Obstacles aren't there to stop you, they're there to guide you. You can't control everything that happens on the path, but you can decide how you face it. And when you're truly connected to your purpose, setbacks don't knock you out of the game. They give you direction. Look at the great leaders in history. What do they have in common? They all failed. They all faced rejection. They all went through moments of pain. But what made them different was their ability to take that obstacle and say, "This isn't the end. This is a sign. This strengthens me. This corrects me. This brings me closer." Every adversity carries the seed of an equal or greater benefit. But only those who are focused see it. Only those who have a clear purpose understand it. Here's a way to turn obstacles into direction. When something goes wrong, don't ask, "Why me?" Ask, "For what?" Maybe that door closed so you could build your own. Maybe that mistake taught you something no book could teach you. Purpose gives you perspective. It turns pain into momentum. Pain has powerful energy. Use it. Channel it. Let your purpose give meaning to what you've suffered. Review, adjust, move forward. Every obstacle is a message. Maybe you need to improve a skill. Maybe you need to change the strategy, but not the goal. Look, it's not about ignoring difficulties. It's about facing them with a different attitude. An attitude that says, "I didn't come this far to give up. I came to fulfill what I was born to do." And that mindset, that determination, is what separates those who try from those who succeed. There's one quality that turns dreams into realities. It's not talent, it's not luck. It's consistency. You can have a clear purpose, a powerful vision, an ideal environment. But if you're not consistent, nothing flourishes. Consistency is the ultimate test of commitment to your purpose. And it's what most people don't want to do because it's boring, it's demanding, and it doesn't always yield immediate results. But listen to this. Success isn't an explosion, it's an accumulation. It's the sum of hundreds, thousands of small actions done with intention. It's getting up one more day, doing what you said you'd do, even when you don't feel like it. 80% of success is simply showing up, not being the best, not being the smartest, but showing up one more step, one more day, one more decision. And this is where many fail. They seek quick results for profound purposes. But true purpose has no shortcuts. Purpose is built in silence, in routine, in the gray days, in the moments when no one's applauding. Want to focus on your purpose? Then be consistent. Even if you don't see results today, even if you don't feel motivated, even if others don't understand, consistency is the purest form of faith. It's telling life, I don't have it yet, but I'm acting as if it's already real. And over time, consistency rewards you with something no one can take away: results, character, self-respect, and a legacy. Everything you felt inside you is a calling to stop living halfway, to stop getting distracted, to stop begging for motivation, and start making decisions. Your purpose isn't an option, it's your duty. You didn't come into this world just to survive. You came to create, to contribute, to build something bigger than yourself. And even if you don't see it clearly now, every step you take with intention brings you closer to that legacy. Legacy isn't something you leave at the end of life. Legacy begins with what you do today, with how you use your time, with how you choose your words, with how you decide to act when no one's watching. I want you to end with a decision. The decision to focus, to let go of what holds you back, to stop wasting time, to take full responsibility for your purpose. Don't wait for the world to give you permission. Don't wait to have it all figured out. Don't wait to feel ready. Start today with what you have, where you are. Do what you can with what you have, where you are, and do it now. Today, I want you to take away something very clear. Everything you need is already inside you. You don't need anyone's approval. You don't need to have it all figured out. You need to decide now. Here, decide that you won't live another year halfway. Decide that your purpose won't be a forgotten dream in a notebook. Decide that you deserve more and that you're willing to work for it. Look, the world doesn't need more confused people, aimless, chasing empty things. The world needs someone like you, focused, committed, awake, someone who sets an example, not by what they say, but by how they live. The people who leave a mark aren't the ones who try once, they're the ones who never give up. The ones who stumble and get back up. The ones who act from purpose, not from emotion. And that person can be you. Imagine for a second that a year from now, you look back and say, that was the moment everything changed. That was the day I got serious. That was the instant I stopped doubting and started building. Imagine you stop talking about your dreams and start living them. Imagine that every day is one more piece of the legacy you're going to leave. Because that's what you're doing. You're building your legacy. And it starts with one question: what are you going to do today for that purpose, burning in your chest? Today is the moment to act, to focus, to take that first step, because every second that passes, you're shaping the person you'll become. And remember this, engrave it in your mind, repeat it when you doubt. Today, I decide who I'll be tomorrow, and you have everything you need to be great. Now go, do what you said you'd do, and make it real.